Milford, thank you very much. What an honor and a pleasure to be here in Idaho's People's House, to see the many legislators that I have the great honor and pleasure of serving with as governor. I commend all of the members of the legislature for their willingness to serve, to carry out the needs of the people of this state. I have great joy today to be able to introduce another Idahoan who has been carrying out his responsibility to the state of Idaho and to the nation. I have the great privilege of introducing Vaughn Ward. It's been referenced that all of his adult life he's been serving. Well, in what capacity? What has he been doing since he graduated from Boise State University? Well, I will tell you, because that's as long as I've known him. I've watched this young man grow and do great things. 18 years ago, when I was a candidate for the United States Senate, this young man joined my campaign. The responsibility that I gave him was that in utilizing a pickup truck, we would fill it load after load with 2-foot by 8-foot plywood signs. We filled them with fence posts and one post hole digger, and a long list of individuals that had given us permission to put these signs along the highways throughout Idaho. And this young man, a one-man army at the time, went out there and put these out. I received so many phone calls from ranchers and farmers that said, "Dirk, I don't know where you found this kid, but talk about a work ethic." We would hire him on the spot, and in fact, we've offered. But every time he says, "No, I have a job to do." That's Vaughn Ward. A man who knows work ethic. A man who knows that there's a job to be done, and he does not stop until the job is complete. When I was elected to the United States Senate, I offered him a position, constituent services. He did a fantastic job. Many Idahoans throughout the state probably do not realize today that that one voice that they may have spoken to on the telephone, that young, energetic, professional voice, dedicated to solving whatever challenge they might have with their government, was Vaughn Ward. And then he felt that he wanted to continue his service. He stepped up in a big way by becoming a member of the United States Marine Corps. We talked about this before he made that decision, made that choice. But I will tell you, I was so honored when I drove down to Quantico on one particular afternoon when this young man had graduated from Officer Candidate School, and I had the honor of administering the oath of office to Second Lieutenant Vaughn Ward. I saw greatness in that Marine. He went on and he served the Marine Corps. And then he continued to serve this nation because the Central Intelligence Agency had an assignment for him in the Middle East, which, again, from time to time, he would be able to give me a bit of a debriefing of what he was doing. And then when he was to receive an additional assignment, he made another landmark decision in his own personal life. That was that he wanted to volunteer to go to Iraq to lead a battalion of Marines in the war on terror. I will tell you this, for him to make that decision, for him to lead Marines, and where? In Fallujah. How many times in the nightly news did we see the scenes from Fallujah? The horrors of war, and yet this young man was leading the Marines. Not only did he lead them, but the United States Marine Corps then determined in something they do not do without great thought. That is, they awarded him the Bronze Star with V for Valor. I read the citation, ladies and gentlemen. This young Idahoan, this major in the United States Marine Corps, literally, whenever he had a downed Marine in the line of fire from snipers and the enemies, he laid his body over that downed Marine and put his body between the downed Marine and the sniper. We have a lot of heroes that we have met from different generations. Dick Ben-Gachia and others that are here today from that generation. But I will tell you today we have in this generation another American hero, and that is Vaughn Ward. And Vaughn and his wonderful wife, Kirsten, have made another decision that the job is not done. And that is why he's a candidate for Congress. And ladies and gentlemen, I don't think I need to tell you, but things are not going well in our nation's capital. 1 week ago today, you saw one of the results, where citizens made a very loud statement, a defining moment, that they do not like the direction that we're going. They do not like an attitude that there's no challenge before this country that throwing more money at it won't solve, that there's no challenge that throwing more government at it won't solve. We need to get back to the idea that individual liberty, individual initiative, the core values that have been Vaughn Ward's for a lifetime. It was suggested that perhaps the candidate that was running on the Democrat side just was not the right candidate. But the Democrat pollsters said no. Make no mistake about it, according to this pollster. She said there is a wave that is building. There is a wave that we saw in New Jersey, a wave that we saw in Virginia, a wave that we saw in Massachusetts, a wave that is building and will continue to build until November. There's a young man amongst us today that will be part of the leadership in leading that wave. Ladies and gentlemen, a son of Idaho, an American hero, a man who I believe we will elect a congressman from the 1st District, Vaughn Ward.